Welcome back to the Lawn Hustle Podcast. I am your host, Andy Wilson. I have 17 seasons in the green industry. And today, we're going to talk about a subject that might sound confusing at first. If you are trying to serve everyone, you serve no one exceptionally. If you're running a lawn care business, whether you're solo with the trailer, managing a small crew, or trying to grow past that six-figure wall, this episode is for you, and it will hit differently. Because today we're talking about something that feels backwards, and that is the more customers you try to serve, the less successful your lawn care business will be. I know. Your instinct says, I'll mow anyone's lawn. Residential, commercial, big properties, small properties. It doesn't matter. Just give me the work. And that makes sense when you're starting out. But at some point, that thinking stops being hustle and it starts being the very thing that holds you back. Today, we're going to talk about why trying to be the lawn care company for everyone is killing your growth. How to get specific about who you actually want to serve and what your business looks like when you commit to being the best one type of customer. Let's get into it. The trap of we mow anyone's lawn. Let me paint you a picture. You've got two lawn care companies in the same town. Both are driving around in trucks with decent equipment. Both of them show up on time. The first company, let's call them All Green Lawn Services. Their website says, we do residential, commercial, HOAs, new construction cleanup, fertilization, air, overseeding, hedge trimming, irrigation, and more. No job too big or too small. The second company, we'll call them Prestige Lawn Care. Their website says, we specialize in weekly luxury lawn maintenance for high-end residential properties. If your home is your pride, your lawn should be too. Now, a homeowner in an upscale neighborhood just bought a beautiful property. They want their lawn to look like a magazine cover. Who do they call? Do they call All Green Lawn Services, or do they call Prestige Lawn Care? They call Prestige without even thinking twice. Why? Not necessarily because Prestige is technically better at mowing properties, but because prestige spoke directly to them. They felt seen. They felt like prestige was built for people like them. That's the power of knowing who you serve. Here's what happens when your positioning is we mow everyone's lawn. Number one, your marketing is invisible. When you try to appeal to every homeowner, every HOA, every strip mall, every apartment complex, at the same time, your message is so watered down that it doesn't make any sense and it doesn't stop people from scrolling. You're just another truck with a logo. Number two, you attract the wrong customers. When you're not specific, you get whoever calls. And whoever calls isn't always who you want. You end up with price shoppers. You end up with one-time customers. Difficult price. Clients who haggle on every invoice. Clarity attracts the right people. Vagueness attracts chaos. Number three, you can't build systems when you're trying to be all things to all people. If every job is different, commercial one day, residential the next, a new construction cleanout after that, you can't get efficient. You can't train crew members to do the same thing repeatedly. You can't build routes. You can't scale. And you're just grinding, but not growing. The lawn care companies that build real wealth, they pick a lane and they own it. Everything gets easier from there. We're going to take a short break and we're going to hear a word from our show sponsor, Pro.
Tired of chasing payments and losing track of jobs? Pro back office software makes it simple for slow guys and small lawn care and landscaping crews. Schedule, invoice, and organize all in the same place. We also have a mobile app and integrate into QuickBooks. Sign up at earthapro.com with promo code TheLawnHustle11 for a $50 Amazon gift card, 10% off, and personalized onboarding. Pro, you run the outside work, we run the office.
We want to talk about why niching down feels risky. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. If I turn down jobs, I lose money. I can't afford to be picky. I'm trying to keep the lights on. And look, if you're in survival mode, I hear you. This episode might be something you need to come back to in 6 months. But if you have any breathing room at all, what I'm about to say is critical. Getting specific about who you want to serve is not turning down work. It's attracting more of the right work. Think about a lawn edger. When you run it along a wide swath of grass, you get a messy, uneven result. But when you press it right against the sidewalk edge and let the blade focus, you get crisp, clean lines that make the whole yard look sharper. Your business works the same way. Focus creates results that broad effort simply cannot produce. Here's the fear I hear. What if I niche into, say, high end residential and those customers dry up? What if there aren't enough of them? Here's my answer. Have you tried it? Have you tested it? Or are you afraid? Because in most every market, there is more demand inside specific niches than operators. Because most of the competition is fighting for the same generic, price sensitive customer, the premium customer, the loyal HOA, the commercial client who wants a long term relationship. Those customers are underserved because everyone's too scared to target them specifically. The other fear I hear is I don't want to leave money on the table. But here's the thing right now, without a clear niche, you're leaving way more money on the table. You're undercharging because you're competing on price. You're losing time because your routes aren't efficient. You're burning out because no 2 days look the same. Specifically, you spend more time not knowing who you want to work for than you would if you would make a decision. Don't halt between two decisions. Make up your mind who you want to work for, what neighborhood you want to work in, and focus, laser focus on them. Staying vague will bring you frustration, bring you irritation, and it will cause you to not enjoy doing what you do. So, how do you find your lawn care niche? Let's get practical. How do you actually figure out who you should be serving? Here's a 4-part framework that works specifically for lawn care businesses. Part number 1, look at your best current customers. Pull up your customer list. Do it right now. Or think through your regulars. Who are the ones that you actually love working for? Who pays on time? Who doesn't haggle? Who appreciates quality? Whose lawns are you proud to drive by? What do these customers have in common? Are they homeowners in a certain type of neighborhood? A certain age range? Property size? Or maybe they're snowbirds who need seasonal plans. Maybe they're busy dual income families who want to set it and forget it. Maybe they're a property manager who is reliable commercial maintenance. Your best current customers are a map. Follow them. Don't get distracted by price shoppers, by slow payers, by people that haggle about every job you do. Part number 2, figure out where you make the most money per hour. This is a big one for lawn care. Not all customers are created equal when it comes to profitability. A $40 residential mow that takes 45 minutes on a postage stamp lot in a spread out neighborhood might actually pay you less per hour than a $200 commercial contract on a consolidated route. Track your time, run your numbers, find the work that actually makes you money, and just the work that you want to do, and not the work that keeps you busy. Busy and profitable are not the same thing. You can run yourself ragged and not be profitable. You can have 100 different clients and not be profitable. Or you can pinpoint who you want to work for, the neighborhood you want to work in, and you can end up making more money with less customers. Number 3, you want to pick a customer type and go all in. Here are some real niches lawn care operators have built great businesses around. Number 1, high-end residential in established neighborhoods. Premium services, premium prices, loyal clients who stay for years. HOA and community associations are predictable, recurring revenue, one decision maker, multiple properties. Commercial property maintenance, office parks, retail centers, medical buildings, steady contracts, professional clients, vacation rental properties, and Airbnb property owners. They need consistent curb appeal. They can't be there to manage it, and they're willing to pay for reliability. Senior homeowners who can no longer maintain their own lawn. This is deeply loyal and deeply grateful. None of these is the right answer. The right answer is the one that fits your strength, your market, and your goals. But you have to pick one. Go deep and build your reputation there. Part number 4, put it in words and say it everywhere. Once you're chosen, you need to be able to say clearly, try this. We take care of lawn maintenance for a specific customer in your area so they can have the outcome they desire. For example, we handle complete lawn care for busy homeowners in the Riverside area so they never have to think about it, their yard again. Or we provide professional ground maintenance for HOAs in the metro area so board members can stop fielding complaints from residents. Say it on your website, say it on your Google business page. And when you hand someone a business card, say it. When your message is clear, the right customers will find you, and the wrong ones will self-select out. So what your business looks like on the other side. I want to paint you a picture of what your lawn care business can look like when you are clear on who you want to serve. Because this is the part that makes all the focus worth it. When you are clear on who you want to serve, your route gets tighter. When you serve a specific type of customer in specific neighborhoods, your property types, your routes become efficient. You're not driving 45 minutes between stops. You're doing 3 or 4 properties on the same street. Your fuel cost drops. Your crew time tightens. And your margins go up without raising your price. Number 2, word of mouth goes through the roof. Here's something most lawn care guys don't realize. Referrals are more powerful when you're specific. When someone says you should call Mike, he does lawn care. That's easy to forget. But when someone says you need to call Mike, he specifically works for HOAs, handles everything. Board loves him. That referral lands. People know exactly who needs you, and they can picture the person to send your way. So when you become specific, your route gets tighter. Word of mouth begins to spread, and you can charge what you are worth. When you are a specialist, you're not competing with a guy undercutting. You're not competing with Chuck in the truck or Dan in the van. Your customer is shopping for the cheapest lawn care guy, but they are looking for the right lawn care company for their situation. When you've clearly positioned yourself as that company, price becomes a much smaller part of the conversation. You got to know your value and charge according to your value and charge according to the client's perceived outcome. What do they want the property to look like when you have completed the job? Number 4, when you know who you want to work for, when you know what neighborhood you want to work in, you begin to enjoy work again. This one might be the most underrated benefit. When you're working with customers you want to work with on properties you take pride in, with a crew that knows exactly what great looks like in your niche, work is different. It's not just grinding. There's a standard. There's a reputation being built. There's something to be proud of. That's worth something. Actually, that's worth a lot. You know as well as I do, when you roll up on a property, the client is a constant complainer about everything. You know you don't want to go on that property. You don't enjoy being there. You're looking at the door every time you pass it, wondering if she's going to come out or if he's going to come out. And they're going to start griping and complaining. But when you go to those properties where there's no stress, there's no complaints, you're there serving that client exceptionally. You enjoy being there. You enjoy doing the work. You enjoy performing at a high level. And you know that that client is going to be proud of the job that you have done. So, the permission slip. I want to close with something I think a lot of lawn care operators need to hear. You are allowed to build the business that you want to build. You don't have to take every job that calls. You don't have to mow every lawn on every street. You don't have to be everything to every homeowner, property manager, HOA in your city. In fact, and this is important, trying to be all that is what's keeping you from exceptional work for the people who would love nothing more than to find you and stay loyal to you for years. There's a homeowner out there right now who takes enormous pride in their property. They've had 4 lawn care companies in 3 years because nobody actually cares the way they care. They want someone who shows up consistently, who notices the little things, who takes pride in their work the way they take pride in their home. That person is your customer. They'll never find you if your message is, we mow anyone's lawn, big or small. No yard is too hard. That's a trap. And you'll be frustrated. You'll be worn out. And you will not make as much money. There's an HOA board member out there who's exhausted. They're fielding calls from residents complaining about the grounds. They've been burned by contractors who overpriced and underdelivered. They want a professional, reliable partner, not a vendor. That's your customer too. But they need to see themselves in your messaging. work is the same. The, the grass doesn't care who you're targeting, but your business. Your business gets transformed when you decide who's it for. So make the decision. Pick a customer. Build your reputation around serving them exceptionally. And watch what happens when the right people start finding you and never want to leave. Have you ever had a new restaurant pop up in your city and you think, man, I want to try that? And you go in and you look at the menu. They have sushi, they have steak, they have spaghetti, they have Alfredo, they have sandwiches, they have barbecue, they have everything. And don't focus on anything. And the restaurant goes out of business within a year because they can't be everything to everybody. You can't be everything to everybody. So you need to pick, make a decision. Who do you want to work for? What area of town do you want to work in? What neighborhood do you want to work in? When you decide that, dominate it, target it for advertisement. Hang door hangers, mail out flyers, get a few customers, do exceptional work, and you will begin to dominate that neighborhood. I speak this because I have seen it work. In Muncie, in the Ball State area, I received a phone call asking for an estimate to start mowing their yard. I went, I looked at the property. It was wide open, no gates, no fences, one tree in the front yard, no trees in the backyard. I gave her a price. She agreed to pay, and I started mowing her yard. I showed up consistently. I served her exceptionally. Neighbors starting to take notice. People stopping to talk. People waving when they drive by. I received multiple requests for services. And we do 7 in a row on that street. We pull up, we park the truck never moves. It saves on fuel. It saves on wear and tear on my vehicle and trailer. It increases my profitability because I can do 7 yards in over an hour and 15 or 20 minutes and bring in almost $600. When we load up, we drive around the corner, drop the gate, we back out, we do a hearing aid place, insurance office. It takes us 20 minutes to do both properties, and we're in and out. Knowing who you want to work for, knowing what area of town you want to work in, or what neighborhood you want to work in, and then start dominating the areas and doing exceptional work, you'll make more money, you'll make more profit, and you will begin to enjoy work again. All right, that's the episode. If this one's got you thinking, I'd love to hear from you. Leave us a review. Shoot me a message on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. Share this with other lawn hustlers in the mow everything trap. Here is your homework for the week. Look at your current customer list. Pick 3 customers that you would clone if you could. Write down what they have in common. That's your niche. And it's staring you right in the face. Then write, we take care of lawn maintenance for your area. In your area, so they can not worry about it, or so that they can focus on other things. Write it down, speak it, say it, share it, put it on your website, put it in your bio, say it when someone asks you what you do. You don't have to serve everyone. You just have to serve your people exceptionally. Until next time, cut clean, tighten your route, and know exactly who you're showing up for. Thank you for listening to The Lawn Hustle. We'll talk again real soon.